lot of bad knowledge shit I can't say. It's probably why I got put these problems in my damn
Boss
way.
for everything. Whoa, whoa, yes. Boss for everything. Ay, I swear to God, look at me. Boss for everything. Yeah. Boss for everything.
I'm from the south side, Chicago, where they known to pop lit.
In this video, I want to talk about reframing negative situations in order to make them things that help you believe in yourself, right? I want to talk about when I thought I was going to be on house arrest because I just had this and caught a felony, and I was like, all right, the way it's going to work, I'm like, you know, I talked to a lawyer, and they're like, we're probably going to get you, it's probably going to end up being house arrest.
Damn,
and I was like,
son.
okay, cool. Which would typically sound terrible, but to me, I instantly reframed such a negative situation and go, wow, what a blessing. At the time, I was like, I need to be working on music more, but I wasn't working on music enough. But guess what happens if you had to be on house arrest? I am sitting at home every day. Watch! What else would be better to do? So to me, I was like, this is a blessing. House arrest. I saw house arrest as a blessing. Actually, that's not just the only thing I see. I just wanted to take an extreme, but every single time something happens, I'm like, well, why did this happen? You gotta look for the reason. And it's not like being crazy to reframe things in order to find the silver lining. It's about understanding that those circumstances typically happen for that purpose. And you just gotta understand that. Let's say like a girl canceled a date on you. You can go on a date and the girl cancels, or let's say your friends, you know, they're going out and your friends cancel on you that night. You're like, man, I was gonna go out tonight, man. I was gonna have so much fun, and you end up staying home. And then you know, maybe that's the night that you created a song, and you're like, just out of the blue, you made like one of the best songs you've ever made. And prior to you making that song, you were just thinking, man, my friends ditched me, or they didn't go out, right? It's about that reframe, right? Like, things do happen for a reason. It happened to me on Friday. I was like, felt like I was kind of depressed. I'm like, why am I feeling like this, blah, 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 blah. And then literally, I didn't feel like I did anything productive the whole day. And then at 5:15, you know, my team leaves at 6. I started working on music and I made fire-ass songs. Felt like the day was a waste. I'm like, what a waste of a day, man. Why am I feeling like this? And then as soon as I made that song, I went, this is why I felt like that all day. So that I would feel the way that I felt to work on music right there. Because I wasn't working on music much recently because I have so many songs. I'm working on everything else. I'm building the music industry shortcut for y'all, you know, and all of these other things, put all my energy into those things. And I was like, I haven't been working on music. Suddenly, out of nowhere, I felt this spark of, I want to work on music. And remember, I just tell you, when you feel that spark, you need to stop whatever you're doing and you need to immediately work on music.
I'm talking about killer instinct.
I don't care if you're masturbating. I mean, I would even say in some circumstances, if you're in the middle of sex, hurry up real quick and then go, go work on music.
Boy, ain't no f***ing way, boy.
Seriously, because if that's inspiration, you don't always have that, do you? Right? So why would you waste it? It's not gonna come back. So see circumstances that may seem like negative, see circumstances that would potentially be hurtful. Your boyfriend breaks up with you. Okay, so what? Good, now you got more time for you. You have to, like, you always gotta see the other side. You gotta see the positives in the things. Yeah, it feels like there's negatives, but like, for example, if you're in a relationship for like 2 years and you're chasing a music career, but that person's always hanging out with you and you're watching movies and you're not actually working on your music, and it's a great way to justify it because you enjoy, it's easier to spend time with them than work on music, or they complain when you're working on music, you're not hanging out with them. Well, guess what? You may have been in love with that person, but the moment y'all break up, it was actually a massive blessing because now you can work on music. Every single thing that's gonna happen to you typically has something that is great about it. Another example would be, I got in a car accident. This light was out and he wasn't looking, and he was in a Ford F-250, which is a big truck, and I was in a little Ford Contour. This guy hit me going like 50 to 60 miles per hour. I did a 720, ripped the tire off my car. At the time, I was delivering pizza. I needed my car for my job or I was gonna get fired. So not only did I lose the car, which I never got any money from, I had insurance, he had insurance, but his insurance company never paid out. So I just lost my car, which sucked. But then I got to think about it like this. The reason I even bring that story up is when the moment that happened, there was a blessing in it. So it ended up happening through more chain of events, and I'm gonna tell you, I'll tell the whole thing in a different video, but it ended up where I actually moved in with my girlfriend at the time, and it was a huge blessing for a lot of reasons. It got me away from a poisonous person where I was helping too much and wasn't appreciating a lot of things. It actually helped with, and you would never think getting hit by a vehicle, and I was like this for like 2-3 weeks. I couldn't even have sex. I could have sex, but the sex was like, you know, you got like a rhythm. My rhythm was, I was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like all off because my body was like in shock still. Had what you consider whiplash. Anyway, I'll tell that story more in the whole thing, but it's all about reframing and understanding that there is going to be a blessing with a lot of things. There is going to be a blessing. Reframe the negatives. Reframe the negatives into positives. change your whole life. It'll help you make it way further, all right? So either way, music industry shortcut, launching, made it 7 times cheaper than it was before, whole new system, way more people involved. You know, you can put your songs inside of our playlist on Spotify. That's just part of it. You ain't gotta pay anything extra for it. All kinds of extra stuff, all kinds of things that I made. Took 3 years of the shortcut existing, took the best things that people wanted, took all of the notes, had full meetings with some of the biggest members and asked them, what could I do to be better? What can I do to be better? What can I do to be better for you? And we implemented it, rebuilt an entire new website, an entire new system. There's no more glitches in the system. It's just better. And it's less expensive in order to have a larger community of artists just like you who are like-minded to help each other. So it's all part of all of it. The way that I built the whole thing, it's just everything was thought about, okay? Anyway, check out the music industry shortcut. Put links below for it. Yeah, keep hustling, gang. I'll see you at the top.
Buzz blow everything. Whoa, yes. Buzz blow everything. Ay, I swear